2018, August 12th, garden report. Oh yeah, getting tomatoes. More tomatoes. There's the carrots. Interlaced in there we have some nice radishes. Radish. There he hides. I think I'll put some of these this morning's harvest. This is a fun spinach. More happy radishes. Here we have a volunteer pepper plant, some potatoes. Oh, my favorite flower, so edible. Here's a cucumber crawling up his trellis. Tomatoes and volunteer tomatoes in the back there. A couple of bell pepper plants. Strawberry plants. Little baby onions. We had a onion blossom and go to seed, so I just spread the seeds back out. Grow more. Seed saving is good. These strawberries are really putting out the runners. Keep pushing them back up the hill. Some parsley in there. Peppers. Parsley, peppers. Peppers. Oh, he's got a fruit. Here we have my cayenne plant. He's doing awesome. Cayenne, 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 cayenne. Loaded with cayenne. Loaded. Little tomato bush. Right here. You can see the heavy layer of green chopped grass mulch. That brings the worms to the surface. Oh, there's a strawberry. Let him put that strawberry back. It's chive. We got many cuttings off that guy. He's been there for years. Well, that's a nice, good-looking pepper plant. More runners to push uphill. Ooh. Gives me a strawberry this morning. Let's check this guy out. Look at the redness in the flesh. Unlike white core strawberries. You can hear me drooling. Oh, a beet. Some of our lettuces. Ooh, this one's going to make me some seed. Good, I'll grow some more. Good strawberry. Lots of potatoes. Lots of potatoes. Fresh batch of basil coming up. And potatoes growing underneath. Here we have some mustard greens that have gone to seed. Oh, there's my little froggy. Can you see him in there? Little froggy. Let's get you a picture of my little froggy. He lives here. Yeah, he's part of my natural pest control, the higher order organisms. Oh, another flush carrot's coming up here. Yeah, celery plant. The color and healthy. More potatoes. Little pea plant. Some chard. A row of chard, flush of chard coming up. A flush of basil coming up. And then on this side is a line of leeks. Yes. There's the leeks. Big tomato growing up a trellis in the back there. Oh, the squash hill. Loaded with squash. Oh yeah. Yummy, yummy. I don't know if you've ever done it, but squash blossom scrambled eggs are great. You break off when the blossom is new, it looks like this. Then it opens, and when it closes, it swizzles shut. Like that. See the twist? Then you can pluck them, put them in your scrambled eggs. Oh, we got a chive overrun right there. We got some basil overrun right there. Oh yeah, more fruit. Here's a chard going to seed, so I'll be able to plant another flush of chard soon. Got a mint in here. Sage. Here's the zucchini. Zucchini plant slowed down a little bit, but oh yeah, that's a zucchini. I'm letting this one grow for seed, and when it's time, we'll turn them into a zucchini boat after scooping out the seed. All right, and then of course we got in the undercrop we have potatoes growing inside. All of these mounds that have the potatoes in them, they're just made out of green chop and dirt layered up, so there's not a big bunch of sticks in them. Makes it a little easier to dig out the potatoes, and then we'll use this on the main beds and make more. Growing soil. Okay. And over here, we have this one. Oh yeah. We've got beets, onions. We've got dill, coriander, salad, spinach. This was planted 3 weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago. Some volunteer potatoes growing out of the bottom. Yeah, very nice. Looking good. Nice raised garden bed. Now, if you flatten this out, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows. So that'd easily be 2 to 3 times as wide for so much in the same area. Also, the hill creates a microclimate. It causes airflow, which reduces mold issues, and I don't know. It's pretty nice. Not gardening on the ground. Ooh, our currants. We just harvested our currants. Made a bunch of freezer jam and stuff. Oh, and juices. Alright, here's this big hugelkulture bed. I just capped this one. There's the hole we're filling up with all the duff. Got a little bit of topsoil reserved to cap it once it's full of all the branches and debris out of the yard and our forest here. Anyways, there's the trench we dug. So over here where the dirt is, that's where the sod is. Now the sod's in the bottom. That puts all the worms in the bottom to eat their way up through everything we're going to fill it with, throwing the compost and the extra apples and stuff down there to feed the worms. This bed is all planted. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10 rows or a dozen rows on that beast. Nice raised garden bed. Didn't have to build any box or anything, just had to heap it up. And so, just the same as we're filling the trench here, I made a pile of sticks on the ground, and then I pulled the dirt out of here and threw it on the sticks, and then I put more sticks on, then I pulled more dirt out and threw it on the sticks, and I put more sticks on, and green chop and layers of everything I could find for biomass, and then I dug the hole deeper and put it on till I just really didn't want to throw the dirt any higher from a meter down in the bottom there up to a meter on the top of this mound here. Then I capped it with topsoil and green chop, sprinkling of green chop, not real heavy because you need the seedlings to grow through it. And when it's a new hugel like this, like one of the things I'll do is I'll just go to the spice cabinet and grab my great big shaker of mustard seed and shake mustards all over it. They grow fast, they get roots in the ground, stabilize the soil, start encouraging the mycology by feeding them sugars in the rhizome. And this little bit of green chop that's on it brings the worms to the surface. It dampens the rain so your dirt doesn't wash down until it rebuilds till the microbes and the worms rebuild the tilth in it that hold it in place. Yep. What else? Oh, the electric car over there. Such a good idea. In the 10 years we're going to own that car, it's going to save us $45,000. It'll pay for itself 5 times over. Yeah. So, I'm going to do my morning harvest, pick my squash blossoms. I think I'm going to take in some, radishes for morning salad. This right here is a nice little thing. It's just simply a compost tea maker. It's real handy. It's a pot with one hole in the bottom. And I just throw the grass clippings in there. We had a bunch of apples and berries and things that went bad, so I put them in there and I pour water through it, and the juice comes out the bottom with all the nutrients and microbes and stuff that goes on the top of the thick mulch layer on these hugelkulture mounds. It's also heavily mulched in between the rows. As you see, the mulch really does a good job of keeping the weeds down, and if you do have to pull them, let me get to the root of you. Yeah. The whole root comes out. Love it. Even in the walking path, it just really helps the tilth of the soil to have a thick layer of mulch like this. Look at that. Look at that. So nice. Basically just throw the nutrients back uphill. Like so. There it is. My nice little hugelkulture garden. Look at that squash mound. He's so happy.